Good morning, guys. It is Friday the 26th? Friday the 26th today, which means it's track day, baby. And you're just gonna, I already went to the gym, did a bunch of things. I got some new stickers for numbers for the car today. And I'm gonna go through with you guys what I bring with me to the track and like what you should and what you should bring if you're a casual track goer, or like you do this all the time, or even if it's your first time. I'm gonna tell you what I bring and like what you should bring, basically, because there's some things I actually don't have that I make do with other things. So, but first, take absolutely everything you don't need in your car out of it. That includes hoodies, clothes, anything you have in your glove box, just because for one, you don't want it rolling around and smashing around the inside of wherever inside your car. And plus it's just a huge distraction while you're trying to drive. That includes stuff like change, anything in your glove box or your center console, your trunk. Usually, like, I used to have a sub box and everything in both my cars, but now as of right now, I don't. I would take that out, but I would take that out of the track just because it's two wires and it's super easy to get out. Okay, so the absolute must-need things you need for any track day is one, you're gonna need a Snell/DOT approved helmet. I'm not sure, it might dictate or it might differentiate depending on wherever you're at, basically, depending on your track and your race organization. But this helmet I picked up years ago for, I just picked it up from like a basic motorcycle shop. I think it was like $200 at the time or something like that. It was actually super cheap and affordable. It's been great. I got zero complaints about it. Second thing you're gonna need is, like, you don't need to have these, but I highly recommend is a good pair of driving gloves, because one, if it gets super hot, your hands are sweaty and you don't need sweaty hands while you're all over the track. It's actually the worst. Plus, it's just super gross like the next day with all the sweat that's dried up on your steering wheel. Secondly, I didn't know this about gloves at first, but they actually, with the grip and everything on them, they actually put less fatigue on your hands over time. So like there was a couple times over like years ago where if I was tracking all day or something like that, the next day my hands were kind of sore and stiff and everything like that. Gloves, since they have grip, you actually put less tension on your hands, and it just makes the driving experience a lot more better as well. So I've been using these Alpine Stars for a while now. I think I bought them for like $100 4, 5, 6 years ago. They've been really great. The Hype Beast and me picked up these the Anti-Social Social Club GT Gran Turismo 5 or Gran Turismo whatever one that came out for PS5 that came out, and I think they were $100 US or something like that. They're probably not the greatest, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give them a try today, see what happens, see how I like them. And to be honest, the only reason why I even bought them is because it came with a code to get the Ass Club Super on the game, which I have yet to use because I don't have a PS5. All right, we're gonna go through some of the other few little odds and ends that I bring to the track personally, and just explaining why I do it. All right, first things first, air compressor. Mainly just because when you're at the track, you lower your tire pressure just a little bit, just so you get that little bit extra traction, and because they get super hot and overinflate basically. So what I'm doing, I'm just bringing it just so I can bring them down to probably 30 PSI, and then at the end of the track day, I'll bump it back up to 35 or whatever I have them set to right now. Second item, jerry can. You use a lot of fuel at the racetrack, and like the last thing you need is to run out of gas there and then be kind of stuck there. So luckily, this track I'm going to is a Petro-Canada, just like a 5-minute drive away, so I'm fine. But I bring one just in case. I've never used this at the track before, so I'm not sure how much fuel is actually gonna be used. So I'm just bringing it anyway. So if I notice on my first session it uses a lot, I'll run down to the gas station real quick, grab some just so I can be topped up at all times. And this one, I can't stress enough, a socket/tool set. You don't know what's gonna happen at the track. You have no idea what's gonna happen, especially if this is your first time. The last thing you need to be is stranded with no way of having to fix it, or like having to bum tools from everyone around you. And this basic set my parents bought for me for my 18th or 19th birthday. It's been absolutely amazing. I've been meaning to kind of upgrade from it, but it just does the job so good that I've had no reason to replace it. Now this one's a bit extreme, but the reason I actually got this blower is because the track, your car runs hot, especially the Evo runs super hot on the track. So what I actually noticed my friend Daniel do on his, after he takes a couple cool down laps, while the car's parked, he'll sit there and use the leaf blower on his oil cooler for his transmission, and it actually helps substantially a lot. And I actually had to use his because the one time I was there, I blew a belt, which actually takes everything out. Like on an Evo, it handles everything. Your water pump handles all your accessories. So I just sit there, and luckily he had one, and use it and sit there on my turbo and manifold just to cool it down enough, just so it wouldn't cause any damage with it. And everything with the FK8s on the track, the first, like up till 2019, I believe, they apparently do run super hard on the track, so I'm not taking any chances. So basically after a couple cool down laps, I'm gonna be sitting there blowing cool air on it just to make sure I don't have any issues throughout the day. Then a few odds and ends, like I brought an impact just for a said socket set in case, just to work a little bit faster. This, you never know when you need a long ass flathead or some kind of pokey tool for anything, so I just bring it. It came in handy one time, and ever since then I've been bringing it. And one of the most important things, a chair. Because you never know, in between sessions, if you got nothing going on, and there's like sometimes you don't even have a place to sit there basically, so just bring a chair. That way you and your homies or whoever can just sit down, hang out, shoot the shit, and then you got a good place to sit. It's comfortable. Well, now that's all out of the way. We're running a little bit late actually, but I'm gonna quickly rinse off the car so I can put the stickers on it and have no issues, and then we're gonna be at the track. All right, just got to the track. Now we're just gonna go get my ID for my transponder. But we are beside Olivia, a bunch of the XS guys, so I'll do a little walkthrough later on, but it should be a good day. All right, cool. So we're all set up. By set up, I mean I'm literally just parked and took everything out of my trunk. I'm gonna try to put on my stickers without actually butchering it, so just watch me do that and see. Hope they don't screw this up. Another crossover. Actually turned out not terrible. At first I wasn't really feeling the font, but I don't know, it's kind of different, I guess. We'll try different fonts, see what we like. Maybe next time I'll go with like the digital clock style, but a little bit of air bubbles, but like it's just temporary, it's for today, so like I don't really care. I just need to tell which one to do. Now let's see if I can do just to get on the other side. Messed up and I forgot to wipe this side down while I was doing it, but like I said, it's just for while I'm here. Like if it was like a permanent thing, yeah, I'd be upset about it, but it's doing its job for today. It's coming off pretty much as soon as I get home anyway, so whatever. All right, so we got mounted up, camera mounted up. I'm gonna try these gloves first today. I haven't tried them yet, I don't think. And I'm gonna give a little review on how they are. I'm not sure who made them. I'm sure they're just some cheap glove that I way overpaid for, but
we'll give them a shot, and I'll let you guys know how it is.
Okay, so first session down, it was sketchy to say the least. I got these whatever tires and like I'm assuming OEM brakes, and I've never actually had like bottom of the barrel, or not bottom of the barrel, but like lower tier tires before. I've always had good tires, so whenever I just ripped the track I never really had an issue. But man, I'm really glad I actually made this like as for a baseline, because 100% like we'll be able to improve from here, especially just with better tires and like brake pads alone, basically, regardless of springs or suspension or anything like else like that. And these gloves are borderline just like rain gloves, or like some sort of casual glove with like grips on it and some branding on it. They're pretty cheap and garbage, but like I kind of expect nothing less from any social club. Y'all can tag them in the comments or something, because yeah, these are pretty shit. So I'm gonna say that time was 1:36. It was pretty garbage. Might even be slower than that, but we'll see once the paper comes out.
That was too funny.
I literally had the leaf blower going on everything, and I did a couple cool down laps just to make sure nothing's fucked up. It didn't overheat or anything like that, so that's good. Okay, other session done. Let's do a quick little cool down. The car is actually, I was expecting to kind of get a little bit hotter, because that's what these cars are notorious for. So I've done a couple sessions now. The first one was kind of sketchy just because like I haven't driven a front wheel drive car in like almost 10 years basically, right? But I had to adjust my driving style, and after the second session I had a lot more fun. Just knowing this, I get why people call these cars cheat codes now on the track, because it doesn't drive like a typical front wheel drive car from what I've had. Like there's almost zero understeer. It just goes wherever you point the wheels basically. It's been pretty nice. Like after every session I've been just using the leaf blower just to cool everything down a lot faster, even though I'm still taking like a couple cool down laps or whatever. But how's that? Weird. And then yeah, car's been handling really good. Hasn't been overheating, which is these pre-2019s are notorious for. But maybe the oil cooler that I potentially have is actually doing something basically. I haven't noticed any spikes or anything like that. The cluster, the gauge on the cluster seems to be just keeping the same operating temperature. So it's also really windy too, which is kind of helping out too when I come and park and everything like that. But all in all, it's been a decent day so far. I haven't seen any times yet. I'm waiting for Peter to post them or tell me about them yet, but I haven't seen anything yet. So as soon as I find out, I'll definitely let you guys know. for today, but he said, I'm pretty sure it's my first session, and it was like a 141. It was terrible. But I know for sure my last session was a lot, like, my sessions are getting a lot faster now, basically. I'm getting a lot more confident with the car, confident in corners and stuff like that. And then I just downloaded another a track timer, basically. So hopefully it helps. Let's see if it'll tell me kind of what I'm doing and doing right and wrong. So yeah, we'll keep in for that. All right, we are back from the track. It was a great day. Luckily, the rain didn't come until later on today, which is kind of funny. That's when I got my best time, was when it was slightly drizzling out. Car handled okay, like it's okay. So actually, car handled great for my first time in a front wheel drive car in almost 10 years. I was expecting it to understeer a lot more than it actually did, but it actually holds its own within the corners really good. So imagine what a really good set of tires and springs and lighter wheels would do. And then maybe a little bit more performance mods as we go on. My best time was like a 1:38 something. I'll post it right here as soon as I get the sheet back from Peter. But it was unreal time. I wasn't expecting to go super fast, basically, just given, again, the tires and brakes were absolutely brutal on it. But great day. Next time I go out, I'm hoping to have a little bit more mods in the car just to make it more driver friendly. And that's going to be the whole point of this whole series, is to show what makes your time better and like what may not make your time better. Just to be clear though, what makes your time better without anything is just more seat time, 100%. More, even today, like my first time, like today was my first day this year going out. And I shaved off 3 seconds alone just from the first couple sessions I had out by just going out more and more, basically, and just kind of learning the car. So, but yeah, like I said, next, I'm hoping in a couple weeks we can get back on the track with a little more stuff to do with the car, which I already have some stuff lined up and in my house ready to go for it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think you could do in with the current setup. And yeah, if you're not, follow, like, and subscribe, leave a comment, do anything. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can hit 100 subscribers this year alone. So let's see if we can do it. Thank you.